Okay, Coach, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Cam Tucson. He's locking. We got double up. Let up.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
80 weapon, 80 weapon.
2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Squeeze, get in there. Ready, go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's caught by Parker. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
First down, Dolphins.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's right. Chopper. Ready, go.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Mark 20, Mark 20, Mark 20. Oh, yes. Go.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
56.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. 39 yards there, a big one. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Now Allen off the bootleg. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll look to throw here. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down. Box track. Go. Move. check bomber, 22 check bomber. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And he finds Parker here, complete. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They're going to look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Here we go. Set. 60 orange. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's play 64 weak. Ready to go.
Second and 6. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On play action, Allen. And he finds a man on a crossing route. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McKenzie. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now back to throw. own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check three.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey, watch it, watch it. Monday.
56.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen got an open man. It's Foster. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much, unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
They give them 5 yards there, and it's enough for the 1st.
Hey, Charlie.
It's going to be a long day. Mike 9.
And again, it's Allen. And this is caught at the 8. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
Check your hot read.
Now Allen again. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now again, right side. McKenzie. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Allen. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw here. He's got it to Williams. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. First down, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30, 10, and he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Allen. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen, it's complete to Diggs. A big play here for Buffalo. 44 yards.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, If you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Buffalo.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right, other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
2nd and 3. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Allen to throw it. Open man, here's Foster. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Alert, alert, alert. Hey, Delta.
Wild Bill. Line the mic. Here we go.
Throwing now is Allen. And Diggs has it. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Hauschka with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always have that.
It got his man complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll set up a throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Allen now looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McKenzie. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
To throw again. Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Foster, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys continue to pour it on. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Jennings was the one he was looking for. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Hauschka with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Their own 22-yard line.
Got it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They run again with Breida. And an alley to run. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Charles, you look at that run, and in your garrulous and loquacious manner, how would you break down the Nick dynasty that occurred when that was bounced outside? It was almost Machiavellian, wasn't it?
The capricious dichotomy of their play calling is almost a non sequitur.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Second and long. And an alley to run. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there for the Dolphins. 44 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And it's for pride now, but the Dolphins get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time. And that's what... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play here for the Bills. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Kyle Van Noy. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Allen. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football, But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Bills on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
X3, 218, chopper.
From the gun, Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
All 52. Come. Sponge. Protein spill.
No. Motion.
Half.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
49, 46,
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Javon Hargrave. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
Here we go. Look out.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee.
It's a loss of 1.
It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now.
8-yard line. Tonight's final score, Bills 59, Dolphins 7.